Getting roomy in here now. So I'm thinking I really should, while I'm at it, keep going and take that last recliner seat out. Alright, for the removal of the second seat, I will show you underneath. It's going to be really cut and dry. Alright, I say this very cautiously, but this should be the easiest seat. All the bolts are pretty much in the open, so I'm just going to use the method of cutting these studs off with the grinder right at the nut and getting a set of vice grips on them and turn them out from the top. So if it doesn't go smoothly and I run into another problem, I will let you know. Okay, it never fails. The job you think is going to go easy. Anyway, so on this seat, behind the driver's seat, the second seat, on this van, 1990 G20, first I went under and I cut the studs and put a vice grip on the first nut, the one that's up here. It would normally be out here somewhere, and I could not, for the life of me, find the head of that bolt. And so I just had to cut a slit in the carpet and go looking, and it turns out that it is about 2 inches out from the core of the stem. So the stem in the center of the whole seat, the post, the first bolt is so if the center of your seat is here, well, it's about 2 inches out that corner from this post. So it's not out here where you'd expect to find it. It's way in by the center. Well, that is going to be the case with the back one as well, because they're in line. So it's going to be tight to that back corner. All right, so on all the bolts on this plate, the plate is very small. So I guess it's not much wider than the frame rail underneath, and it's catching the frame rail from each side. So it's as you can see there, hopefully you can see, it's only about 2 inches off the corner, and I think that's pretty much the situation with all 4 of the bolts on this back chair. The bolts are all like about 2 inches off each corner of the thing that has no corners in the center. Alright, they always tell you it's good to do your own work, and here's why. As you can see, there is rust-proofing fluid in a lot of places, but as you can see, there are also dead dry places. There has never been fluid on that, and up in here, that has never ever been sprayed. That is dry as a bone. No fluid was harmed in the spraying of that cavity. So just looking around to see if I can see more spots. So this is the back driver's side. I think all in all, for the most part, they did a pretty good job. That's dry. That's up by the muffler. Up under the muffler. That's dry. So I could spend more time under here searching, but I'm just going to take it back to them and say, hey, we missed a spot or two. Please check it out. Because I paid good money to have somebody else do this. So, no big deal as long as they'll take it back in and spray it. And I'll wait till next summer, because I know they are busy, but I sprayed this so that I could drive it in the winter. So it's getting dark, but we accomplished good work. Got the 2 other seats out today, so now all 3 of the recliners. I'd like to take that one out and replace the power seat with the manual seat. Right now that power seat's not working, it's just stuck the way it is. I suppose if I can figure out where the short is. It's also the short that is not allowing anything back here to work, I guess, according to the previous holder. So yeah, I gotta either fix that or swap that seat out, one or the other. Anyway, so now I gotta do a cleanup. It's nighttime, but got the van vacuumed out, so now I'm going to try and stick some duck seal, which is like a clay that never sets, never dries. Jam that in the holes for now, and then drive some staples in all this carpet to try and just make it a little more something. So yeah, duck seal is just like Play-Doh, only a little heavier consistency, and it doesn't dry out, it never sets. So I'm just going to take some of that and jam it in the hole, and just going to jam it over there, and then take the staple gun and that's it. Just going to seal up the holes like that, because eventually I'll just be ripping all this carpet up and the very light wooden subfloor, and then plugging all the holes properly and putting down a heavier duty subfloor with no doubt some a layer of insulation below it. And so in the long run, none of this stuff is going to matter, but just to keep the moisture and fumes and stuff out. Yep, so just looks a little neater. Easier to slide stuff over if I have to throw stuff in here. Alright, so that one cleaned up good, and that one cleaned up good over there. You can hardly see anything over there. But this one, in the front, there's no subfloor, there's no wood there, so there's nothing to staple the carpet down to. So I was going to tape it. I thought, I think I might know a better solution. For now, I'm just going to throw this great big old GMC mat over it. It's old and it's still got some weight to it, so it'll stay in place somewhat. And well, I guess that's pretty much it for tonight.
So won't you please send me a note? I'd love to see just what you wrote. And if you could, please hit subscribe. Your thoughtful words help me survive. so many folks you know.